about the marriage, couple marriage, something like this. Well, I'm that type of a person who actually never even thought that I could have children or be married or get married or even have a relationship or something. But it has to do, it is related to my previous lives as I've seen it. But the thing is that I never actually, get any interest or find any interest in thinking of those things. But one day I was thinking about, in the religions they have this marriage, and you get married, and then you do it in front of the church, in front of, so to speak, God, and so on and so on. I was thinking, well, what is this purpose? Because many times when I've been channeling, I come across that, when somebody dies, the priest comes and he it's like a ritual in which the religions come in to cultivate the fear-based ideas that we hope God will take care of him and so on and so on, and if not, then he was a good man, but lay it be that he is forgiven or something, and create these cemeteries with the crosses where cultivate the fears. But I was thinking about the marriage. Marriage is also in many religions the top thing, not a top thing, but one of the things. And I was mentioning a little bit the channeling, and I was asking, well, okay, I know about when you die, there is rituals and so on. So got the understanding of it, but what the understanding about the marriage? Why and what is it? And then I was, the channeling itself happens really interesting, but to explain this information, you need really this energy, this understanding which I received. You need really nice words. You need a good vocabulary of words to explain it to it as I understand it. But I will try my best, to explain it. But the idea is that in the universe there is this idea, and also this idea and this energy form as marriage. It exists. It's not love exists. It's not imagined or thought. Hey, you must have this feeling. You need to create this feeling of love. It exists. Feeling of loving your child, loving your mother, father. It exists. It's not imagined. Something imagined would be mobile phones. We don't need them actually, but they exist. They are imagined, and it's not overall base of light and loving experience. But marriage, it also exists, and channeling exists, and caring exists. These are the main basis of light expressions. So it's not something imported or imagined from the mind. It exists. And it exists in many universes. Also exists in many places. Also, and also in the world of light exists also. And then I was okay, so understand that this is nothing that or nothing that religion has built or created. So it's something that exists from the universe. It's not something imagined here down on Earth. It's a value that is comes from from above. And okay, so this is okay. So I was getting in more interest, and there was the story or information about that marriage overall is agreement that comes through deeper understanding and through a level of this point where you become like adult or something, and it's like has to do with your overall spiritual or overall your spiritual emotional readiness and the evolution of it to get to this point where you understand and when you feel that to be and to get married to a particular person, it's like an agreement to join in one and overall. It's like, I don't know how it explains, but it explains that you create your nest, that you create your energy nest, and you have this partner or couple or whatever, you know, how you can tell it, with whom you want to share this, with whom you want to be as one, and the main idea, was I understood, is support each like a female supports male and the male supports female, so it's basically an overall and a balanced support for each other, and this support and supporting each other creates the family love, that you somehow support the your other side, you support it and you get support from it back. So basically this is not something, hey, I helped you, now you have to help me, but this is basically, it's a balance. And at one time when I was channeling Enrico, I said, what is the most top human super ability that it can have? And he said the utmost top human ability, like something psyche ability, like superpowers or something. The overall most top human super ability is that if you give something, you receive it back and even more. It means like if you give love to somebody, you receive it back even more. So it means that you have the ultimate balance. Ultimate balance. What I understood, the ultimate balance is that to understand what not is ultimate balance, the opposite of ultimate balance is like you're constantly doing this, you're constantly doing that, you're constantly doing this, and you don't get back anything, or you get back a little bit something, like a small salary or a small thanks. Yeah, thanks. Alright. But the overall balance is that you are completely balanced within you, and you just need a little, something. You like give your energy out, and the universe expresses it as even more or the same back to you. So basically, whatever you do, it becomes a creation. Whatever you do, it becomes like a huge manifestation. Whatever you do, it's like there's flowers and blossoms and love and joy and happiness. All of those stuffs like amplifies and comes back. It means that you don't have any desire, you don't have any intuition, and you completely understand the laws of the universe. So as you give, you get back. But if you are outbalanced, you think that you need to give, you want to give somebody to something, and you put your intention to it, and you don't get back anything because you are completely out of balance of this ultimate balance. So this was interesting. So about the marriage is that when a couple gets into this or into a couple balance, they support everybody. They support to each another back. So and the opposite of that was marriage, which is like, hey, I must have marriage because everybody has marriage. So you put intention to it. You put like, hey, I need marriage because I'm looking for a desire to like how it feels, how it would be. And somebody has even the marriage of benefits. Oh, he's rich or she's rich, or she's beautiful, I must marry her quickly. And all type of these desires, they create some kind of how you can say it, outbalance, simply outbalance. Because if you put this in, you will get out also a couple of years years passed, I need to put like strong intention to it. I need to like work out my relationship much better because she's not, or he's not satisfied, or he's going opposite way and something. The ultimate balance of relationship, what I understood is that you just feel this energy that you want, and you get to this evolution state that you feel like and you want to share like, and you also get this back. You also get this back and more, like the real partner or whatever. And also the idea what I was receiving back is that it's also with children, and when you create this energy, when you are in this energy, it's a really perfect and harmonious way for children, because in this energy children also feel the support of, they will be supported as from the father side, and they will be supported as from the mother side. And what I understood by being supported from the father side is like the father creates the nest, in which like builds the house, gives the balanced feeling of the material stuff. I think you understood the idea. And the woman, she does and feels it or uses it. You would say that helps the man in the field. He cannot help himself. Helps the man in the field. He doesn't or cannot. Also, you would say help himself. So the ideas are coming through, and they are like make food. Look after some clothes or dresses, do the stuff the male hasn't time for, but also the male energy in which he uses his energy, it also supports the woman, the female, and but it doesn't mean like you have to be like supported in the males carry about this and the woman carry about this, but it's the supporting of each and every like each other in their field. They require more support. Like for example, I cannot do many things myself. I don't have time for it. I also don't have the creativity for it, or why should I need to do this? But the idea that you have to, you need to do this. So you cannot do this, but you have more energy to do, and you can give through the energy that, for example, I have to share it. So the female, the woman or the partner, whatever, the marriage couple, the other side, she can fill your emptiness with her energy, but also she want, and you fill her with your energy, your stuff that you want to do. So it's basically a balance. So, and also the idea was that I have heard it's something that it's not allowed, or it's like in the Bible or something, where I have heard that you get your partner or you get your marriage from desire or sexual desire or something like this. Well, I agree a little bit to this from this channeling perspective, because the opposite was that you get married for and with a desire. So you somehow lose this, or not lose, or it's not that idea of the marriage. But it doesn't mean that you don't have to marry. It doesn't mean that. It means that to find the ultimate happiness in a marriage, or the ultimate balance, or the meaning, the light meaning of marriage, is something that I described, but it gets complicated describing to my English vocabulary that I have. So I'm trying to just describe. So, and also continuing this, there was that it's agreement. It's also an agreement that you decide to enter this family type of relationship with this particular partner that you have, or you want to share this family energy with this particular partner, or even create this new energy with this partner that you desire. And it's an agreement. It's an agreement. And also what I understood, that marriage comes from we want to share that we are, as one right now. Because what I understood from the channeling is that you need also to show others that they respect you and support you also in this matter, in this relationship that you are marriage that you are entering. And what I understood is also that there are like couples, not like couples, they are like individuals that are looking also for marriage. And if you like, as an agreement, yes, we want to enter this marriage, and you show it to others that we are in this marriage, there is like a solid walls created that the others who are looking for a partner or something, they accept in their understanding that they are now as partners. We do not enter their field, and we do not like try to meet and try to meet them. But there was a joke yesterday. My friend told me a joke somewhere in Russia or somewhere, I don't know where he heard this joke, but there's a joke. A man asks a woman, "Hey, you want to go on a date this evening?" She said, no, this evening I'm getting married. And the man says, "Okay, so maybe the next evening." And it was a joke. So the idea was that also this marriage in an energetical field creates this okay, you get married and you're like, okay, I'm married, but you still have desire for other ladies or other men. But if you truly are in this energy, you have this energy, and nobody actually gets like a universal understanding about you, and you have this energy, and you feel much more there is in this relationship that like seeking for others. So in simple words and simple terms, it's like creating the informational field that hey, I'm reserved, something like this. But this is like my reserved word vocabulary that I can use to like describe it. Maybe I need to study more words, terminology, like to describe it even better. And what else was there? And also, yeah, the children, the babies, they, as they are small, they really need this energy. And also this energy even creates the possibility for children to arrive, for children to be born, to come. And also there was an Enrico's story yesterday in the channeling. I don't actually remember what was the question about it, but it was something about letting it go, and the information that, for example, a lady is looking for a child, and she wants to have a baby. She wants to have a baby, and she's going there. She wants to find the perfect man. She wants to find it, and she's looking, comparing which is the perfect man for her, because she wants to have a baby, and she's running around and not finding the perfect man until age of 30, 40 or something. She just lets go and completely like just let it go. I am tired, I cannot find it, it's hard to find it, it's impossible to find it, and she just lets go of this idea. But this is something, a different topic. And when she let go of this idea, she became relaxed, and all of a sudden when she entered the store or entered a place where she was every day walking around, looking around, when you go to work, you enter a store, you buy something to eat, and you go, and all of a sudden, because she wasn't like looking for the perfect man, and Enrico said that when you're looking for something or wanting to achieve something, that perfect somebody, your eye vision gets locked like this, and you get small like this. But when you are just wishing and let it go and looking around, you see that the universe is giving you the opportunities. And when she just let it go, and she just met her perfect man in the same cafeteria where she was every day going through, and he was already next to him, but she was like searching for the real perfect man. Where he is, I cannot find him. But the man was already there next to her, and only then she saw her. Only then she looked up her eyes and looked to him and felt, felt in herself the energy resonance, and all of a sudden he's there, and she was looking like 30 years for it. But the thing is that she wasn't just looking up; she was looking somewhere on the ground. Where he is, where he is. She just needed to look up. So this was also an interesting story, which